This is Rory Harrington for foodproductiondaily.com at Emballage 2010 in Paris. Today I'm joined by Armin van Overbeek, Sales and Marketing Director for Billerud. He'll be telling us about the company's breakthrough stretchable paper, Fiberform, which they believe will quite literally change the shape of packaging. Welcome, Armin. Now, you say this packaging is revolutionary. Why?
Well, the reason why it's revolutionary, thank you for asking, is that what we've done is we've developed a material that you can actually stretch to limits which have not been possible before. And by this you can create packaging which is both a paper packaging, so you can replace plastics. At the same time it's formable and has a tactility of paper. So it gives huge benefits basically through the whole value chain, both when it comes to end users, from the environmental perspective, when it comes to machine suppliers, when it comes to design, and when it comes to the customer and the consumer experience.
And I'm guessing that one of its major strengths, from your point of view, is its sustainability.
That's correct. We see possibilities to replace plastics in areas like thermoforming and trays and blisters.
Now, packaging has to perform in order to be effective and useful. How does Fiberform stack up against plastic packaging?
Well, if you look, for instance, at thermoforming, we have the formability of the paper material where you can replace the plastic. That means that you still need barrier properties, which can be applied on the paper, but then you can just use it as normal in your thermoforming process, like you're using a polymer film.
Okay. And in terms of things like barrier properties, would you say that it's comparable or can be?
Well, the paper itself doesn't contain the barrier properties that you can provide with the plastics, but what we're aiming for is to decrease the amount of plastics in the whole package. And that we can do by, depending on what package we're talking about, but for sliced meat, for instance, 60% of the package we can replace with paper. And that means that the CO2 exhaust we can even save up to 75%.
Okay.
So truly an environmental choice from the end customer.
So does this mean that companies will then have to switch to new machines in order to run with Fiberform?
No, and that's the good thing of it. They don't need to change the machines. The regular thermoforming lines can be used as well for Fiberform-based laminate as a polymer-based laminate. And the forming is just the same. You have nice shapes, natural round shaped, with a good tactile feel to it.
So do you believe this marks the beginning of the end for thermoform plastic packaging?
Absolutely, I'm 100% convinced. We are leading the way, and although we have patented a lot of things around the production and also the conversion, in the future we will see companies, paper producing companies, that will follow us, and will make sure that we have sustainable and renewable alternatives for polymer-based packaging.
So what does Fiberform offer to people like packaging designers?
Well, I would say the free natural shape is absolutely one of the main features. At the same time, we're talking about a paper, which means the tactility is which is very appealing. We're not looking for the industrial look. The glossy tomato is not what we're trying to achieve. We're more looking for the homemade feeling, which we definitely see as a trend out on the consumer market as well.
And in terms of the next 12 months, what do they hold for Fiberform?
Well, this is the European launch here at the Salon d'Emballage. We're already talking to a lot of brand owners and packaging producers and machine producers. I'm sure that we'll see a fast development when it comes to new products out on the market, not only for processed meat, but different types of tray and blister materials.
So what other applications are you looking at?
We're looking a lot at the box and display area, where instead of having square 90-degree angles on paper-based packaging, you can look at three-dimensional and nicely new shapes. You can emboss logo types, textures, those things. So you can really stand out with your package in comparison to what you've been able to do before. At the same time, I think beverage containers, so drink cartons, that area is something which will come, maybe not in the next coming months, but in the next few years.
Thank you very much, Armin.
You're welcome, it was a pleasure.
This has been Rory Harrington for foodproductiondaily.com at Emballage 2010 in Paris.